Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
These two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
11 MT.
Burrow will throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 3rd down, Burrow.
That's caught. It's John Hightower.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Fourth down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman.
Now Austin. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
First carry for Najee Harris. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. It's Mixon on the counter. They find some open field here.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On one, ready?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now it's Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers.
Here we go.
I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
On 2nd and 9, Pickett. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. Running right through him. Nothing can stop him. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
That's complete to Hightower.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
11.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? your two-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have one or two for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
The Steelers at 7-2 here on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Second down at 5.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Pickett.
Throw left side complete. That's Tate. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Pickett going to keep it himself.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
He's got this to Pickens.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback.
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, can. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
First down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now it's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
I'm one, ready?
Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
14. Steelers, nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Steelers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make our score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, here's Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them to no gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Burrow.
This will be taken in by Hightower. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Burrow looking to pass.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
He
just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
It's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Austin. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a first down carry for Harris. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Pickett back to throw.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a give, running left is Harris. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So an unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this one is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Pickett to throw on first down. Got an open man, it's Pickens.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Back to throw, Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Open man, that's the tight end flyer move. Down the left sideline.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On one, ready?
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
Here we go.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Able to find his man, it's Pickens.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And the Steelers have won the game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb.